Deep in the heart of the Amazon, where sunlight barely touches the ground and the air hums with ancient secrets, lies a mystery long forgotten. What if the world's greatest rainforest once hid entire cities, built, ruled, and then erased by time itself? Stay with us as we dive into the lost cities of the Amazon, civilizations buried beneath centuries of vines, soil, and silence. For centuries, explorers and scientists believed the Amazon was too wild, too hostile for large civilizations to survive. The dense jungle, flooding rivers, and poor soil painted it as a place nature ruled completely. But what if that belief was wrong all along? It started with whispers from history, tales of golden cities told by early Spanish explorers like Francisco de Orellana in the 1500s. They spoke of vast settlements, complex roads, and thriving communities deep within the rainforest. Most dismissed these as fantasies, wild exaggerations born from fever dreams and greed. But over the past few decades, modern science has begun to uncover something astonishing. Those legends might have held a grain of truth. Hidden beneath the emerald canopy, archaeologists are now uncovering signs of enormous earthworks, planned roads, and even ancient plazas. The jungle, it turns out, wasn't empty, it was alive with civilization. But who were these mysterious builders, and how did their world disappear so completely? For centuries, explorers relied on machetes and maps, venturing blindly into green walls of mystery. But the jungle guards its secrets well. Until technology decided to look from above, scientists turned to LIDAR, a laser-based mapping system capable of seeing through dense foliage. Mounted on aircraft, it sent millions of pulses per second, bouncing back to create detailed 3D maps of the land below. What they saw was breathtaking. Beneath the trees were geometric patterns, grids of ancient roads, platforms, canals, and clusters of structures stretching for miles. In Bolivia's Llanos de Mojos and Ecuador's Upano Valley, LIDAR revealed what could only be described as urban planning, cities with plazas, pyramids, and complex layouts hidden under centuries of vegetation. Suddenly, the myths of golden kingdoms didn't seem so impossible. These weren't random villages. They were organized societies capable of architecture, agriculture, and long-distance connection. But who exactly were these master builders? And how did they manage to thrive in a place thought impossible to inhabit on such a scale? The discoveries across the Amazon weren't just random traces of human life. They revealed a network of organized societies that flourished long before European contact. Archaeologists now believe these cities were home to tens of thousands of people, connected by intricate causeways and waterways that stretched for miles. In Ecuador's Upano Valley, researchers uncovered monumental platforms and plazas that suggest a culture thriving between 500 BCE and 300 CE, long before the rise of the Inca. These builders engineered their world with incredible foresight. They reshaped the land using earthworks and built massive mounds to escape seasonal floods. Many settlements were linked like a chain of emerald islands across the rainforest, proving these people understood both the dangers and rhythms of nature. Even the placement of their roads and structures hints at sophisticated planning, alignments following celestial patterns and river flows. Unlike the stone cities of Egypt or Rome, these Amazonian metropolises were made mostly from earth, wood, and clay, materials swallowed by the forest over time. That's why for centuries they vanished from sight, leaving almost no visible ruins. But if they built cities this advanced, how did they sustain them in such a harsh environment? What secret knowledge helped them turn a wild jungle into a livable paradise? To survive in the Amazon wasn't just about endurance, it required brilliance. These ancient civilizations didn't fight the rainforest. They worked with it. Through centuries of adaptation, they discovered ways to transform one of Earth's most challenging environments into a self-sustaining home. Archaeologists found traces of terra preta, a rich, dark soil unlike anything naturally formed in the Amazon. It was man-made, an ancient bioengineered soil created from charcoal, bone, and organic waste. This soil could retain nutrients for centuries, allowing crops to flourish in areas where ordinary soil failed. It's one of humanity's earliest examples of sustainable agriculture. They also developed complex systems of raised fields, canals, and reservoirs to manage floods and droughts. Some communities designed fish traps and floating gardens, ensuring a steady food supply even during harsh seasons. These weren't primitive survivors. They were skilled environmental engineers. Even more fascinating, the forest itself might be part of their legacy. Modern botanists suggest that large parts of the Amazon's biodiversity are the result of ancient cultivation. Orchards, fruit trees, and medicinal plants planted intentionally across generations. Could it be that the rainforest we see today is partly a human creation, a living monument to forgotten civilizations? For centuries, the forest remained silent about what happened to these thriving societies. No towering ruins, no preserved scrolls, just whispers buried beneath layers of soil and time. So what could have caused such advanced civilizations to vanish so completely? Most researchers believe the arrival of Europeans in the early 1500s marked the beginning of the end. When explorers like Francisco de Orellana journeyed through the Amazon, they described dense populations and vast towns. But when later expeditions returned, those same areas were empty. The likely culprit? Disease. Smallpox and measles swept through the region long before settlers reached its heart, wiping out up to 90% of the indigenous population. With no one left to maintain roads or clear farmlands, the jungle quickly reclaimed everything. Trees grew over temples, vines swallowed plazas, and the rainforest erased nearly every trace of human life. Nature, as always, took back what was hers. Yet, not all was lost. Modern descendants of these ancient cultures still inhabit parts of the Amazon, carrying oral histories, rituals, and knowledge passed down through generations. Their connection to the land may hold the final clues to the civilizations that came before. But could there still be more hidden cities waiting beneath the endless canopy, undiscovered and untouched? The lost cities of the Amazon remind us that history is far deeper and far greener than we once imagined. Beneath the jungle's wild surface lies a story of innovation, resilience, and harmony with nature. These ancient people were not just survivors. They were visionaries who thrived where others saw only wilderness. Their legacy continues to reshape our understanding of what human civilization truly means. What other secrets might the rainforest still be hiding beneath its endless sea of green? The answer may change everything we know about humanity's forgotten past. If this hidden world beneath the Amazon fascinated you, don't let the mystery end here. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join us as we uncover more secrets buried beneath time and earth. The next great discovery could be just one click away.